BJ, let's get to the heart of this thing. You were an agent. You were one of the top agents in the NBA at Wasserman.
Right.
You have a ton of clients. If you hear from Leon Rose or William Wesley or Scott Perry, general manager, player X, he's your guy. He's a free agent. The Knicks call you, another team calls you. The money's the same. What are you telling your client about the Knicks?
You know, New York is always and always will be one of, if not the greatest place to play. Make no doubt about it. Everyone gets into who's who and what's what. Look at that behind you. That's New York City. And when you're talking about playing in a space like New York, I can't imagine a better place to play than the city of New York. Okay, you know, when you do it there, that speaks volumes. So I am probably the biggest advocate of New York, the market, of any agent, because I understand this business that we're all in. I understand the magnitude of it. And I also understand that, you know what, if you could come do it in New York City, you can do it anywhere. The city of New York, I can't imagine, you know, winning a championship in New York City. Like, that to me is a task. That's a goal. That requires special people to understand, because you just can't, you know, it's unlike any other place in the world. It's unlike different than all the other 29 teams in the league to be able to win there. My biggest challenge would be how to navigate that road to success. I see New York City different than any other place in the league. And I would love to have that opportunity, because we're talking about New York City. Nothing against the other teams in the league, but that's a different space. You know, that requires a different focus. That requires a different player. You just don't come there and not play without being able to be prepared for that moment. So I would love the challenge. You know, I've had an opportunity to win, and it was great winning in Chicago. But I can't imagine what that would be like winning in New York City. And I say that with the greatest respect. I've always kept that in the back of my mind. So, you know, that's a place where I've always had an eye on. And I've always said, if I could ever have something to really challenge me to the degree, it would be in that city. So that would be a challenge very welcomed in my wheelhouse, because I know the difficulty of something to pull something off like that.
And it's interesting that you talk about how different it is here than the other cities, because players have talked about that too. You know, fan expectations, media, everything that goes into it. It's just, I guess, according to players, a little more intense. But if you do make it through and you win in this city, they also say winning here is different than winning other places. I'm not even talking about a championship. I'm thinking of that 2012, 2013 team that won one playoff series. They talked about how incredible it was. So yeah, Knicks fans, you heard it from BJ. If one of his guys does end up here, be sure to thank him for that if and when it happens.